Hi everyone, welcome to the Knackler's workshop, and today, as you would have seen from the title, was the new machine day, and this is what I've got here. This is not a complete machine, but it's a part of an IME lathe, and it's the model's the Complete Workshop Outfit, which is abbreviated to CWO-8. Now, since I've had an interest in these IME lathes, this is I've seen one complete one and this one in the last 4.5 years, so they appear to be fairly rare. Now, I picked this up a few months ago, and I got it from a guy. I was fortunate enough to be fairly close to where I live, and through some of the research I've done, this is the it looks like it would have been the original motor, so that's quite pleasing, and it's a forward and reverse, so we've got a toggle switch for forward or reverse. The only thing is there's no static point in between, so you have to unplug it, let the machine turn down, slow down, and then change the setting, plug it back in. So I want to put a toggle switch on there to make it a bit easier, so it's all in the place I'm working. Now, although it's well, actually, let me show you a picture. So this is what the complete one. So let me put that there so I'm not wobbling. The complete setup looks like. So as you can see, I'm missing quite a few parts, but nevertheless, I think I've got a way around it. Well, a way to use my other parts from my other machines. So to make this the main one that I run on. So I don't know whether we can see. So we've got the other my original IME here. So I can actually remove because this is the matching pair, the headstock and the tailstock, and put that onto this one, and that way I've then got everything will work. I've got a complete actual functioning machine. And one of the advantages of this is you can see you've got this pillar here. Well, you only have a single one over here, so that gives you more rigidity. You do on this one, which I think I've shown you before. You have 2 legs, but this is just gives you the whole thing. So I bought this a few months ago, and I think it is quite rare, or people who have them keep hold of them. Now the casting, it's as heavy as anything. I'm quite shocked for a small machine how heavy it is, but it's all intact. There appears to be no damage to it, so that's pretty good. I'm not exactly sure what colour this is. Well, I know it's blue to well, I'm colourblind, but I believe it's blue. But I'm quite keen to try and find a colour match and get this I think it must be like stove enamelled, or so I'd like to try and get that back to the original one. I'm not super keen on, I quite like things to show their age, but I think with this being quite rare, it will be nice to get that going, get it back to original state. So one of the other things is, and if anyone's got one of these, I'd be really grateful if you got in touch. You can do it in the comments, and we'll find a way to communicate. We've got a thing here where you put your collets in, and that runs from here, yeah. So so basically, I believe it's just a bit of, I think it's wood, but it'd be great to have the dimensions, so then I could try and manufacture one. So we've got the post comes up here, and I think looking at this stuff again, it's not beyond me to be able to manufacture that. So, but again, if you've got one and you're kind enough to let me have some dimensions, that would be great to try and get it as real as possible. It will be. Oh my God! Something's fallen over. So yeah, so that would be yeah. If you're out there, please get in touch. So I bought this, as I say, a few months ago, and then just after I purchased it, what came up was a cross slide and compound slide for an IME lathe. So I can put that on. It's a bit tight because I have not. Let me see if I can adjust. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah. So what? Yeah. So it was pretty. I probably paid. Yeah, I paid quite a lot for this. But even the combined this and this is still cheaper. And if I take the matching headstock and tail stock from this one, I've got quite a whole lot more complete machine, and yeah, still within a reasonable price range. Again, one thing that I'm slightly, and I think I've read somewhere, and it could well have been on lathes.co.uk, or even in this book, because this is from Tony Griffiths over at lathes.co.uk. It gives you lots of information on the IME lathes. This is, when we look at it, it's lower than the centre height. It does match that one, but what I'm not sure is we've got a very small tool post here. Let me take that off so you can see that. And what I don't, the simplest thing to do will be just to make one of these a bit higher, so then it would work with this one. But I don't know whether they actually had different, these were physically different, or not. I mean, I guess I could put some sort of intermediate piece in between here to raise this. I'm not too sure, but again, I'm thirsty for knowledge from any of you guys who have got the compound and cross slide, because these again seem to be quite rare. So I'm super happy to have got that. So my goal really now is to I'll probably leave it a month or two to see if there's any response and anyone can give me some information, which would be great. But then just do the transfer of parts from the machines I've got to make sure I've got a matching. I've got a functioning machine, and then I'll use this moving forward. And then at some time I will get the base re-enamelled, and over time try and manufacture the missing parts. But yeah, being a bit of an IME nut, it's quite nice now to have this this nice piece of history. So I am very pleased with it. It's all graduated, so and on the dials, so we can see where we're, so you can a bit more precision. So that's my IME Complete Workshop Outfit, and I could be wrong, but I think it is a pretty rare bit of kit, and I'm quite keen to. I sort of imagine as the years pass and the workshop or starts to run down or shut down, or I will. I'd like to have just one or two machines that just remind me of the fun I've had in this place, and I think this would be an excellent one, you know, to really spend a bit of time and try and get pretty much perfect, because I think I think once restored, it will be something pretty lovely to look at. It's really good, the tensioning on here. You have to tilt back and forward, so you tension your belt. You also have, with all these Watchmakers lathes, the headstock moves back and forward, so you can get your alignment with your gears. But this also has an element of back and forward of the motor, so it is pretty flexible. So I'm quite pleased. And I don't know, at some time, I know I make all these promises and don't actually make too much, but I now have a pattern to be able to try and make a copy of this, which again will be quite a nice little challenge for myself. I find with buying these machines that have parts missing, although logically I'm not as clever as Kev over at 𝗪𝗧𝗜𝗥-𝗕𝗥-𝗥, who can visualise the right proportions and everything. And he's got a fabulous series on a small lathe that he's built here, you know, from very few parts. But I find it quite challenging without some idea of the dimensions to make something. I suppose what I can say is I'll probably be a good forger. I can copy something. I'm not so good at having the initial ideas. So actually having one here could effectively allow me to make another one for another machine, and that's pretty special. Yeah. So interesting enough, I might as a question really for you guys. I don't know whether to make a video, and you let me know in the comments whether you think it would be of interest. It's if you're buying an IME lathe, there is a simple check that you really should ask whoever you're buying it from, because there was quite a lot of work to ensure that there was a true alignment between the headstock and tailstock. And I could show you a way. I didn't realise until maybe a year ago that you could be sold a mismatched pair and therefore have some problems. And indeed these are a mismatched pair. These are perfect. I've checked all these, and we're missing one here anyway. I haven't checked to see whether any of those match with that, and I have another one as well. But if there's an appetite for that, let me know, and I'll put it on my to-do list. Okay, so that's really it. It's not a complete machine, but it's something fairly rare, and yeah, I'm not a man who gets too excited about anything anymore, but this was a really good day when I managed to get hold of this complete workshop outfit, and getting the cross and compound slide was another good day. So I'm very happy with this. Yeah. Okay, so many thanks for watching as always. Stay happy, strong and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.